Sunday. Rob and I went to church and went out for brunch with some friends that are actually moving to Florida just for the winter, so it was nice to spend a little time with them. But I wanted to tell you something funny. So, you know the movie, the Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas. That's how I felt last night. The scene, let me set the stage, where he is up in the attic watching old movies and crying. That was me somewhat down in the basement. Rob went to bed really early last night. He hasn't been sleeping very well, so he went to bed like at 8. And I was sitting, I couldn't sleep. I was working. I had to go downstairs in the basement to do some laundry. And when I went down there, I saw the boxes that my sister brought of my mom's. And I'm going to keep showing you what's in them. I haven't opened them, but I thought I want to try to open just one. And I opened it and I started bawling. I literally cut it open, pulled the flaps, and I moved, and I was like, nope, can't do it. And then I started crying. So I looked like Chevy Chase. I noticed that they brought a big box of cassette tapes. When I lived in Denmark, if I would record anything, I would send it to my mom on a cassette tape, because that's what we used back then, cassette tapes. And I remember the CDs just came out around then, and it was a fantastic new way of putting things on CDs. So when my sister and my dad were going through everything, they found this big box of cassette tapes, and I told them absolutely don't throw them away. So I noticed that box was down. I did a lot of recording over in Denmark for different bands, different things. The very first studio that I recorded in, I did the bulk of all of that. And there was one song that I couldn't find the tape for. It was my favorite song that I recorded, because this was the first time that I kind of got to experiment. And there's so many elements, layers in this song, that was the fun part. I would sing the chorus, and then I would sing the harmony, then I would sing a third harmony, but I would sing 4 voices of the same line, so it would sound like there were 12 of me. And I worked with a guy named Torben. I cannot remember his last name, but we were up until, I want to say 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning recording this song, because we were having so much fun. And it is a regular recording studio. I was behind the glass with the big earphones on, the microphone hanging from the ceiling, and he's in the other room saying, okay, Deb, you need to redo that line. Okay, just do this little bit of the line. So he could cut and splice everything. I found that song. I found the tape. I found the tape that I sent back to my mom with the song. And I had to listen to it 4 or 5 times, because I can't believe I did all that. All the voices in that song were mine. And I just played it for Rob, and he's like, that is so cool. I thought I would play a little snippet. Just a little snippet, because I can't believe that was me. I can't believe that that's been 30 plus years ago either. Oh, and this is the only place. This is on this cassette tape. That is it. You won't find this anywhere else on the planet. That's the funny part too. This is what it looks like. And it's You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. You know that song? I'll play a little bit. To be kind and rewind. Do you remember that? When you borrowed VHS tapes, be kind and rewind. So I've rewound, and let's get to it. Okay, I'm just gonna play snippets. You gotta keep real talking, boy, you got the better of me. You got the better, just snap your fingers and here's the chorus. Hold on.
Hanging on your lead, hanging on. I need to spin you go, shaking on the string and oh, you make me feel like dancing, dancing the night away. You make me feel like dancing, dance all night. Ooh, you make me feel like dancing. I feel like dancing, dancing, dancing the night away. I feel
That was all me. All those voices were me. One little part and then I'm done. I'm finished sharing for today. I'm sorry if I'm boring you. This one particular part, I remember Torben saying, you have to do it this particular way. And I did. And when I was done, I remember him looking at me with these big eyes behind the glass going, it's right here. Right here. Not bad. Not bad. Those were the days. Rob is at his sister's. I just dropped him off. He's at his sister's making the Cuban pork. I need to pull up some old videos of exactly what we do every year. It's the tradition with Rob and his sister. While they're doing that, I am going to get the bathroom done. I'm going to add the things on this door and get this stuff done so I can share it this week. Also, this is a serious subject. 2025 is going to look different than what it has looked like the past 3 months. I've been telling Rob, with everything that's happened with my mom and then getting a new dog and then his surgery, my creativity level has just been, I'm out of routine. I haven't gone to the gym in a long time. I'm not doing projects. 2025 is going to look very different. I'm going to be back to my normal stuff, my normal routine. I miss it. I miss it. I miss having DIYs. I miss decorating. So get ready, because I'm going to thrive in 2025. So every year the Isidrins gather to do the Christmas dinner.
Absolutely.
Can you explain what you're doing?
Yeah, so first of all, this is my sister Denise.
Hello, Denise. Hello.
And so as long as I can remember, for generations, every Christmas we've had a traditional Cuban Christmas meal, which consists of a fresh ham or roast pork, black beans and rice, plátanos, yuca, and some other things that we've always had. And so for years our grandmother always prepared it, and it would take her all day. So 20 years ago, my sister and I actually took over cooking the traditional meal from my grandmother. And the first year was so funny because she was there with us step by step by step, making sure that we did everything how we were supposed to. And so this is going to be our 20th year. My sister has hosted at her home Christmas dinner, and every year since. So 2 days before is what we're doing today to prep for that meal. Right now we're actually prepping the marinade for the pork. We do this 2 days before our Christmas meal, so it has plenty of time to just soak in, and it's so good. And a couple ingredients we use is garlic, and you can never have too much, and lemon, and we can't really tell you any of the secret recipe because it's sort of a family tradition and nobody makes it like we do.
Right?
So we're getting ready to now marinate the pork, which, look at this. So we took a knife, cut little holes in this thing, and so we just take this marinade and start plugging the holes with our secret Cuban sauce.
Here, I'll start pouring. You can start plugging.
We dig these holes 2-3 inches deep, plug it with the garlic and the secret marinade. All right, guys, we're about to wrap this up. We are done. We're getting ready to wrap this, put it into the fridge, let it marinate for a couple days, and just one of my favorite days of the year. I get to hang out with my sis. We get to tell funny stories and laugh a whole lot. And so come join us back on Christmas Eve when we get to eat this piece of pork.
This is all coming full circle. The song that I shared with you, and I told you the guy that I worked with, his name's Torben. I found him. I found him on Facebook. And I sent him a friend request. And we're friends. We're now friends. I told Rob I wanted to know what he's been up to. You know how when you meet influential people in your life and you just wonder how they're doing? There you go. There you go. It's so cool. I'm also friends on Facebook with the guy that I sang with at the very end. And I follow him. And it's funny because he started out as a singer. Then he was on Danish soap operas as an actor. And now I don't know if he works in the Danish government or he's a reporter. I really haven't done that much digging. I just occasionally say happy birthday, etc. You know how that is. But it's just so crazy how life brings you right back. The bathroom is done. I'm officially finished with that. I'm going to start working on the door and put the hardware on. I also want to show you what I'm planning on putting on the wall right by the door to fill that in. I have an old frame I bought at an estate sale years ago. I absolutely love this. I shouldn't say years ago, maybe a year ago. And I also bought a cool piece, a vintage piece at an estate sale that I went to at one point when my mom was in the hospital, etc. I went to the estate sale. So I'll show you that. And Amazon just delivered this. It's a vest. Let's try it on. It's the vest I found on Amazon. It's a long vest. So I haven't tried this on. Don't know what it looks like. It could be a total flop. Who knows? But let's try it on. It's an off-white, almost light khaki. Oh, goodness. And it's all lined. It's got a little hood. Let's try it. If I can find the armhole. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I like this. This is exactly like a jacket, but it's a vest. You could wear a really thick sweatshirt underneath this. What do you think? Should I have gotten a smaller size maybe? I think this is a small. I think it's adorable. To show you what I want to put on the wall. The wall is right here. There's a big empty spot. And I found this at the the estate sale. And you hang potato mashers and rolling pins on here. And it had 6 of those. So that is going to go here. Right here. Lizzie's getting in trouble. And this is an old frame that we bought in an estate sale. So I am going to clean it up because it's pretty nasty. I might do some rub and buff around this edge. I'll sand this down and stain it. And it's gonna go sideways. So there will be the picture there and then this underneath it. I think that will fill that spot up nicely. One other thing. I have a jacket issue. Those jackets that I shared in the story just a couple stories back, I want one. I want to order one. I don't know if I should get the brown or the white.